Edward Stevenson has asked, how difficult was it to give up a place studying medicine at Cambridge to focus on triathlons?
At the time, it actually was kind of quite easy, and it seems mad saying that now, but so I was 18. I had just won the World Junior Championships, and I had a few sponsors and a bit of funding, and I'm like, wow, this is actually my dream to be able to make a living out of sport. Because growing up, I had no idea that you could make a living out of triathlon. In my school careers lesson, saying I want to be a professional triathlete, and the teacher's like, "What are you on about? Like, no chance." And literally at the same time, that's when I was supposed to be starting to study in Cambridge. And my mum and dad are both doctors and kind of quite academic, so they're like, obviously, you should go and study at Cambridge. And but my dad was fantastic about it. He said, look, you should go and try it. They're both amazing opportunities, and you'll only regret it if you don't give yourself the chance. I think obviously he thought once I'd stay, and so I went, tried it, and it obviously was fantastic. But I knew I wanted to be a triathlete, so decided after a few months that to focus on my triathlon. And I think, that it was really important for a couple of reasons. First was that I did try it, and I knew, that I wanted to do triathlon. And secondly, it kind of sounds funny, but in sport, a lot of people, it's kind of easy to fall into it sometimes. And I always knew I could have done something else, and I can do something else. I'm doing this because it's what I really want to do, and using that as a source of motivation. So I think it's been very important.
Awesome. Priory has asked, do you have an ultimate time that you'd like to achieve in your career?
An ultimate time? Time isn't that important in triathlon per se. I think for Ironman distance racing, time is quite interesting, and I'd like to see how fast I can go at Ironman, and that's in the region of like 7.5 hours basically.
Light work for you. Luke Forrest has asked, who's your sporting idol?
Yeah, I didn't necessarily have idols growing up in like what you'd see, super athletes. It was people who were close to me. Someone who was a few years older than me down at the running club who I ran with every week and pushed me on. A swimming coach that gave me loads of time. A teacher at school that took me out running. People like that who had a kind of really tangible effect on my career. They were the kind of real heroes to me, and genuinely as well. I'm not just saying it now. People who I knew motivated me day in and day out to go training.
Do you think competing with your brother has helped you achieve your goals and push your limits?
It's definitely helped me. If you're sat here on a rainy Monday and your brother's going out training and you don't fancy it, you're not going to let him go out and get the advantage on you. So having that so close to home has been very important.
What do you do for downtime, Alistair? Is there a weekend where you think, right, I just need to rest the body now?
Yeah, obviously rest is really important, and the training provides the kind of stimulus that recovery then provides the improvement, so rest is important. Downtime a lot of the time now is kind of working in some shape or form, so just doing the kind of, I feel myself like I'm static, so I'm kind of resting from one job and doing a kind of another job. So there's that, and if it's downtime away from that, I still love being physically active. So go for a walk, ride my mountain bike with my friends or something. Go and explore somewhere, and then all the normal stuff like reading, going to the cinema, going out for dinner in normal times with my friends, whatever. Yeah.
Do you ever go for a couple of beers, or is alcohol a complete no-no?
No, I do a little bit. I think I don't think alcohol's a problem. Obviously it's a problem if you drink a lot of it and frequently. But most nights might have a glass of wine with dinner, and every so often normally go out and see friends and have a few beers and stuff. I think for me, it has quite an important role sometimes as an athlete, and you can literally still be doing like stretching exercises or whatever at 9 o'clock at night, and a glass of wine or something can be that line in the sand to say, right, that's it, no more training or sport related stuff for this evening. It's kind of time to wind down and relax.
Sure. Martina's asked if she can see your endless swimming pool. That's a bit flirty for a Monday morning, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, any time, Martina. Yeah.
She's got a boyfriend on the call as well. Crikey, he's not going to be happy. Great question coming in from Paul. What drives you more, the fear of losing or the feeling of winning?
Yeah, it's for me. It is different at different times. You know, sometimes it might be like, yeah, I really want to beat this person, but yeah, mostly it's about winning for me. It doesn't really matter who you're beating. It's just trying to win the race. And again, you know, something is quite cliche to say, but it's about me being the best I possibly can be. You know, I've always thought, right, I want to get on that start line and know that I've done everything I possibly can to be on that start line, that I'm in the best position I can be in. And if at the end of the day, if you've done that, then that's really all you can do. And that's kind of always been the way I've looked at it.
Awesome. Okay, last question. It's a great one to finish on. What do you do differently to stay ahead of your competition and to remain a winner? If you could put it down to a couple of things, what would it be?
Yeah, well, firstly, you don't know what the competition does, so it's hard to say for sure. And I think but that is one important thing, not worry too much about what the competition's doing. You know, focus on yourself. Super old cliche, but really important. And I think the second, which is a very important, good answer, is try and do everything, you know, well. So lots of little things aggregated very well, rather than big fancy things. So, you know, day in, day out, doing the training well, you know, looking after yourself, eating well, sleeping well, you know, thinking about your technique, making sure that, you know, everything's right, and try and, yeah, all those little things well, rather than try and get distracted by doing the big kind of like sexy things really well.
Fantastic. It's those little 1%, isn't it? All added together.
Yep, I think so.
Alistair, thank you so much. I think I speak for everyone here for chatting to us on a Monday morning, mate. You are an absolute winner, and we've got a call-out day today, so as everyone goes into this call-out day, there's so much that we can pick up from you. It's that resilience, it's dedication, your commitment comes through, how competitive you are comes through, and I love that you've just finished on that. Do everything, but just do it well. All the best for 2 weeks' time as well. Let's hope the race goes ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
You've got another 200 massive fans now.
Great, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Have a good day, guys.
Please do subscribe, hit the button.